Hey, do you play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but feel you haven't quite got the hang of it? Do you love racing around the racetracks, but can't turn that corner well enough? Are you sick and tired of that sibling who keeps beating you, even though you put in a ton of practice? Well, my good friend, I might be able to help you with that. Now, I don't wish to brag, but I'd say I'm pretty good when it comes to Mario Kart, and if you want to be a pro like me, well, let me show you how it's done.
Alright, if you want to stay ahead of the game, you got to master the art of drifting. If you can drift around corners well, you'll have a hard time dropping below the bottom of the pack. The inside of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe case gives you a visual of what buttons to press. It's R to drift, so it tells you what to press, but not how to do it correctly, so this thing's useless. Here's what you do. When you approach a corner, press the R button and keep it held down. Then, with the left control stick, move it left and right to control the angle of your drift. When drifting around tight corners, it's best to hold the control stick in the direction you're drifting. So for example here, I'm drifting left around this tight corner. Holding control stick left will help bend around it, without flying off the course. For more broad turnings, you should turn the control stick to the opposite direction you're turning, to help maintain the drift without turning too quickly. If you manage to pull off a drift, you can get a mini boost to help increase your top speed. The longer you can hold a drift, the longer the boost in speed, which is indicated by the colour of the sparks underneath the tyres. While you can shake the joystick back and forth to quickly get the pink sparks, keep in mind you won't be able to drift around every corner and get the best mini boost. Choose carefully when to let go of the R button. If you feel you're going too fast around a corner, even while drifting, while keeping the R button held, press B to brake. Doing so will slow you down and help you turn a corner and maintain the drift. But don't hold the B button down for too long, or you'll lose your drift. If you want to practice drifting, try racing around SNES Mario Kart Circuit 3. It's completely flat and has a fair amount of turns for you to practice drifting, and it's wide enough that you won't run off the course much. Now let's talk about getting the best use out of certain items. Tired of getting those coins from boxes? I've actually learned to hang on to them because not only will the second item guarantee anything but a coin, but keeping hold of it will come in handy if a player uses a boo and they steal the coin away. Now you can share the misery of carrying those stupid coins. Ooh, those blue shells are the best way to test a relationship. Getting hit by one of these is miserable and can knock any first place player down to 12th place. The most notable way to protect yourself from these is to blast it away with the super horn. But did you know there are 2 other ways to escape its destruction? If you happen to have a mushroom, time it just right and you can speed away from the blue shell's blast radius. The window of opportunity is between after the shell looks down at you and it's about to hit you. But if you can't get hold of a super horn or a mushroom, get your hands on a more common banana and throw it in front of you and drive into it the moment before the blue shell lands. Getting hit by a banana is less severe than even a shell, plus you get a little bit of post-hit invincibility. Those bloopers are quite the pesky things, aren't they? I'm not too bothered by the ink they spray which covers the screen, but the way they affect your drifting is another matter. There doesn't seem to be a way to avoid them. Well, if you have a piranha plant and have it out, it will gobble it right up. You ever race on N64 Yoshi Valley and wondered which path is the quickest? Well, over the bridge to the far left seems to be the quickest way. Do this 2 times and by lap 3, all the other racers will most likely be on the other side of the course. Let's try some shortcuts. In GCN Yoshi Circuit, you can use a mushroom to cut out driving around Yoshi's hand. Quite well known, but there wasn't a waterfall in Double Dash, so some people may not have noticed at first. On Mount Wario, you can cut off a corner if you time your drift and trip jump correctly. Sometimes a drift is all you need. Ice Ice Outpost has some shortcuts that are a little tricky to pull off, but if done right, you can shave off several seconds. Perhaps the most inconspicuous shortcut is in Ninja Hideaway. Grab a mushroom and drive into the piranha plant cutouts, and you're at the flying section already. Quite the hideaway, haha, get it?
Wow, that's just a handful of neat tricks I've picked up on, but you want to learn the more advanced stuff, like how to be a pro at 200cc. Wow. One step at a time, young cricket. Master the art of drifting, and maybe, just maybe, I may teach you more in the future.